In 1958, history was made when two of baseball's oldest rivals played Major League Baseball's first West Coast game. That game at Seal Stadium was the beginning of 6 decades of angst, 60 years of feuding, and many memories along the way. From New York to San Francisco and Brooklyn to LA, when these two teams meet, there's great theater. It's the Giants and Dodgers as the rivalry continues, and it's next. Opening week is presented by Humana. Tonight the rivalry continues as it's the Giants and Dodgers in Game 2 of the series from Dodger Stadium here in LA. Hi again, everybody. I'm Dwayne Kuiper along with my partner Mike Krukow, and it is Game 2 of the regular season. Now, how big was Game 1? Well, anytime you beat Kershaw and the Dodgers, it is huge. So tonight, they'll hand the ball to now their ace, Johnny Cueto.
Well, and Johnny Cueto's got something to prove this year. He was 8-8 last year with an ERA in the mid-4s. As competitive as he is, that did not sit well with him in the offseason. So tonight starts the comeback tour for Cueto. Also, the Giants scored 1 run yesterday. Look, I know it's Kershaw. They're facing another tough lefty today, Alex Wood. They need to find that same rhythm that they had all spring long. They lit it up down in Arizona. They'll look to find that rhythm tonight offensively.
Same lineup as the winning lineup last night. All right, should be fun here in LA. Stay tuned. We'll take you to our NBC Sports Bay Area studios for an update, and we'll do all of that right after this.
Yes to low fares with nothing to hide. That's transparency. And by Jack in the Box. Come try the new food truck series, featuring 3 new food truck inspired sandwiches. Only at Jack in the Box.
We're looking into downtown Los Angeles, and our game time weather is presented by the Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk. The admission-free boardwalk is open for spring break. 64 degrees, you see the wind's humidity, and it is partly cloudy. All right, let's take a look at Bruce Bochy's lineup, and it's brought to you by Southwest Airlines. It'll be Jackson and then Joe Panik. Yesterday, he hit a home run, and it was the difference, followed by McCutchen, Posey, and Longoria. Pence will hit in the 6th spot, then it's Belt, Crawford, and Cueto. By the way, same lineup as last night.
On the hill tonight for the Dodgers will be their number 2 starter, Alex Wood, another left-hander, 6'4", 210-pounder. Is 27 years old with just about 5 years at the big league level. And look at the breakout year he had last year. 16-3 with a 2.72 ERA and just about a 4.5 to 1 strikeout walk ratio. And this is how he does it. He throws a fastball that's right around 90, but with a little herky-jerk motion to it. You don't pick it up early, and his 90 can seem like 94. Very seldom will you see him elevate and make mistakes in the middle of the zone. He's a knee-high, low-ball specialist. He's got an outstanding curveball changeup combination. And the key for him is the knee-high strikes. If he's doing that, it's going to be a night where you're going to have to take what he gives you.
So here's Austin Jackson. And the first pitch of the ball game is a called strike. So we get started at 7:10, right on time. Jackson opened up the ball game against Kershaw yesterday with a base hit. He's 1 for 6 lifetime. Or check that, he's 1 for 4 lifetime against Wood, and there's a fly ball into center field, and that's how this game gets started.
Let's take a look at the Dodgers defensively behind Alex Wood tonight, starting in their outfield from left to right. It's going to be Kemp, Taylor, and Puig. Good arm in center, great arm in right. Seager, Forsythe on the left side of the infield. Utley getting his first start, joined by Bellinger on the right side of the infield, and Yasmani Grandal. He'll be in the squad, putting down the signs.
So Panik stands in. And he takes the pitch in tight. Jim Reynolds is behind the dish. And it's DeMuro, Tom Payne, and Wegner from first to third. Here's the 1-0 to Panik. And there's a call strike.
That's that low strike we're talking about. Jim Reynolds, a plate umpire, he can be a tight zone. You will get some belt highs, you will get some low strikes. You don't get big corners. You don't really worry about Alex Wood throwing strikes. You don't worry about Johnny Cueto throwing strikes.
Panik had the home run. He also had another hit. He was 2 for 4 in the win yesterday. He and Pence were the 2 Giants that had more than 1 hit in the game. And there was your winner last night, who has every right to smile.
That's the perpetual smile you have after you get a win, especially on opening day. Giants announced today that Ty Block is going to open it up for the Giants home opener on Tuesday. That's his line. 5 innings, 3 hits allowed, 3 walks, 3 strikeouts, pitched beautifully.
2-2 to Panik with Andrew McCutchen on deck, and there's a swing and a foul right past McCutchen.
Time now for our mini big play. It's brought to you by your Northern California mini dealers. Yesterday, Joe Panik was the offense. He was looking breaking ball, got one middle in, and he kept it fair down the right field line. First home run of the year. And the only run the Giants would score, and that's all they would need. That's our mini big play.
Bruce Bochy called it a draw fade.
Yeah. He's a golfer.
Gets jammed and rolls this one to Forsythe. 2 outs.
The ballpark tonight is much more difficult to hit a home run tonight than it was in yesterday's game, although it's still a live ballpark.
McCutcheon 1 for 4 in the win yesterday. His numbers lifetime against Alex Wood. He's 4 for 9. He's got a double and a lifetime home run. Here he takes it wide. 1 ball and no strikes. So Alex Wood following Clayton Kershaw in the rotation. And there's a pitch down low.
Talked about Wood's delivery, the herky jerk. I mean, he really anchors that backside down. Big drop. And you don't see the ball early out of his hand. It's a very deceptive delivery.
To right field for Puig. Puig is on the move, and he's going to make the running catch, and that'll end the inning. Nice play by Yasiel Puig. No score. Dodgers are coming up. Southwest Airlines. It'll be Chris Taylor in the leadoff spot, and then Corey Seager, who's got pretty good numbers against Cueto. Puig, Bellinger, and Grandal. Kemp will hit in the 6th spot. Then it's Utley, Forsythe, and the pitcher Alex Wood.
On the hill tonight for the Giants will be the right-hander Johnny Cueto. Cueto, 32 years of age. He's a 10-year veteran. 5'11", 230-pounder. Take a look at what his year was like last year. A very down year for Cueto, who's really struggled through some injuries, even blister problems. 8-8 with a 4.52 ERA. When he's right, you're going to see a fastball that goes low to mid-90s. He has an assortment of deliveries he'll give you. His #1 specialty pitch, what's his changeup. He also has a slider and a curveball on occasion. And he can throw it for a lot of different angles and a lot of different deliveries.
So Chris Taylor will stand in. And the first pitch from Cueto is a called strike. Taylor with an 0 for 4 last night, and you see his breakout season last year. And he's earned himself a starting spot somewhere in this Dodger lineup as he pops this one up. Cueto says, "I got it," and Belt says, "No, you don't." 1 out.
Well, let's take a look at that defense behind Johnny Cueto tonight. Starting in the Giants outfield from left to right, it'll be Pence, Jackson, and McCutcheon. Crawford, Longoria on the left side of the infield. Panic and Belt on the right side. Buster Posey, he'll be in the squad, putting down the signs. 5 guys have won Gold Gloves in this Giants defense tonight in their careers.
And the guy at first could very well win one. Here's Seager, who takes a strike. Seager last night took an 0 for 4. Another terrific season last year. There's a pitch down low. Giants really did a good job with everybody in the Dodger lineup last night. Seager with a swing and a miss.
That's a good changeup right there.
First 5 hitters last night were 0 for 17.
That'll get you victories.
2.
And he is softball him, another changeup.
With 25 starts last year. Remember, he had to deal with a blister. It was horrible for him. Down and in, 3-2.
He's trying to throw him everything but a fastball. I think Seager naturally is a low ball hitter. Tall hitters are.
Line to right, and McCutcheon is there to make the catch. So Seager hits it well, 2 outs.
The one fastball he saw, it was up, and he jumped on it. Pitchcast is brought to you by SoFi, a modern finance company. And you see the 90-mile-an-hour challenge at the top of the strike zone when referring SoFi Pitchcast.
Puig takes in tight. Puig 0 for 3 last night. See, 263, but his home run numbers were way up last year. He wasn't the only guy where home run numbers were up. And now he's in a home run count, 2 balls and no strikes. He does have 4 hits and 18 at bats lifetime against Johnny Cueto. Swing. 2 balls and a strike.
A respectful slider. Did not challenge him with a fastball. A 2-0 count.
A little tight one, huh?
Yeah, it's a good break.
Out of play.
When we saw Cueto his very first year as a Giant, I mean, he really mixed his fastball speeds beautifully, and there were times that he'd go mid-90s. We'd normally see that reach back velocity in the 2-strike count.
And the 2-2 pitch is down low, so back-to-back 3-2 counts. Seager, now Puig. And he stays alive by tapping it foul.
As I mentioned, his first year as a Giant, Cueto was 18-5 with a 2.79 ERA. Last year, 8-8 with a 4.52 ERA. And I think the biggest difference between the 2 years was the velocity of the fastball.
Hit out to McCutcheon, who comes in and he'll make the one-handed catch, and that'll end the inning. So both pitchers go 1, 2, 3. Second inning coming up.
More than a car, it's a Subaru.
Thanks for watching What's in the Box, presented by Jack in the Box.
Second inning, catcher number 28, Buster Posey.
Giants Baseball on NBC Sports Bay Area is brought to you by the 2018 Subaru Impreza. More than a car, it's a Subaru.
As you look into Dodger Stadium, it's 0-0. And Buster Posey will lead things off. Posey, Longoria, Pence, and then a couple of lefties. Buster last night had a couple of walks. He went 0 for 2. And the first pitch is down low.
You notice Alex Wood is throwing out the stretch, and there's an interesting story as to why. Last year, every time we saw him, he had a windup, had a stretch when runners were on base. But they showed him statistically that he was a better pitcher out of the stretch. So this year, it's all out of the stretch.
Breaking ball, it's 2-0.
Just an example of how sabermetrics have affected the game. There's a guy who his whole life has had a windup, but once they said, you know, you're not quite the same pitcher, he canned it.
Well, let's say July, and his numbers aren't very good out of the stretch. So does the same guy go back and say, hey, Alex, why don't you try that windup thing again?
It could happen. You know.
Posey gets the green light, and on the 3-0 pitch, pops it up. And Bellinger will put it away.
But I just find it interesting that a guy can walk up to a pitcher who's been in the big leagues for 4 years, 5 years, and say, hey, you need to can the windup. Now, this guy isn't a coach. He's a statistician.
Well, you get an actor, a guy about 6'6", 250.
Yeah.
And you have him tell him.
That would work.
Longoria rolls it foul. Longoria 0 for 4 last night with 3 strikeouts, so he couldn't wait to get to the park today. It's the beauty of baseball. You get to play the next day.
If you're a regular player. If you're a starting pitcher and you give up 7 runs in 2 innings and then you get a loss, you got to wait 5 days to redeem yourself.
Maybe you should be allowed to stay at home.
Yeah.
So a quick 0-2. Rolls it on the ground to third, and his old teammate is going to throw him out. D-backs will be in San Francisco on the next homestand, the 9th through the 11th. The dynamic deal offer is starting at $8. Visit sfgiants.com/dynamic deals. $8. Hunter Pence. Couple of hits last night for Hunter Pence. Hunter didn't wait around last night. He was very aggressive early. Just like that. And that's going to end the inning. 6 up, 6 down for Alex Wood. Cueto coming back out.
supermarkets. For a location near you, visit Lenardi's.com or find us on Facebook. Lenardi's, quite simply the best.
No score. Bellinger stands in as Johnny Cueto's ready to go. And the first pitch to Bellinger is a mighty rip and a foul off either Jim Reynolds or Buster Posey. It looks like it was Reynolds. Buster's saying to Reynolds, glad that was you and not me.
Yeah, I think Buster should say, hey, you want me to go out and clean home plate? I can give you a little time like you usually give me.
Can't go to the mound. And a bit wide to even the count.
Take a look at the foul ball that hits off the mask of Jim Reynolds. It's like getting punched.
Tap foul.
Good changeup.
Bellinger 0 for 4 in the game last night. He 5 for 11 lifetime against Cueto.
Take a look at the changeup. Got a little tail that leaks away from left-handed hitter. Perfectly placed outside corner.
Back in tight and he fouls it back.
And that was really right to the glove where Posey wanted that little cutter. He wanted it to break flat in on the hands of Bellinger. Hard stuff in, soft stuff away.
Buster thought they had him.
And they tried to go front door with a two-seam fastball. Cueto thought he had it. Posey thought he had it. You don't get big corners with Jim Reynolds. You see the shift the Giants put on defensively against Bellinger. Pretty straight up in the outfield.
It's Longoria, and he threw him out. Longoria coming at you from second base.
So let's talk about that play. I mean, here's a guy who's played third base, a Gold Glover his whole life, and now all of a sudden he's playing basically in the second base position, and he's got to come in and throw a cross body.
You know,
how hard is this?
Thinking, Mike, he's thinking, this is just like a play at third for me, except it's a shorter throw.
I mean, he made it no problem.
He
yeah,
really
you're right.
did.
He's coming in like it's a bunt.
I mean, you make that throw from third, and it's going to be a 47 hopper.
And a nice dig out by Brandon Belt.
So how do you score that? Can you help me out on this?
5-3.
Well, I need an eraser because I just put 4-3. This is Grandal, and it's 2-0.
Cueto likes to work quick. Players like to play behind him because of that.
Strike to Grandal, who had 2 hits last night. The Dodgers had 6 hits. There were 2 Dodgers that had more than 1, and it was Grandal and Kershaw. Outside corner, 2-2.
Nice two-pitch combination. Down the count 2-0. Throws a 2-0 changeup on the outside corner. Follows it up with 91 two-seam movement. That's a nice 1-2 punch.
Pence going back, still back, and he makes the catch. As that ball just kept going.
If you don't think, well, I think this ball's hot, and this is an example of it. I mean, this is a 62-degree night. It's cool. You're not getting the same carry in this ballpark that you got yesterday during the late afternoon game, but that ball almost got to the wall. And that's opposite field in a 2-strike count. Wow.
Here's Kemp.
He does not look enthusiastic about that last call, strike.
I can't believe the carry on that. I thought it was a routine flat ball and it almost went over the head of Pence. He winds up making a great play.
Swing. Kim's got a little bit of ownage on Cueto. He's got 5 extra base hits, including 3 home runs against Cueto lifetime.
You know what he's doing now? He never did earlier in his career. He's making 2-strike adjustments. He'll shorten up and go up the middle.
Like that. Cueto with a flip to Belt, and that'll end the inning. Maybe not exactly what you were talking about, but kind of.
Kind of.
6 up, 6 down. Nice play by Pence. Belt, Crawford, Cueto coming up. It's 0-0.
It's brought to you by SoFi, a modern finance company.
Here at Dodger Stadium, it's 0-0. Not a base runner yet, and here's Belt. Belt with a swing and a foul. 1 for 4 last night. He's 2 for 13 lifetime against Wood. Overshift is on. Utley is literally in right field.
That's about as deep as I think we've seen a second baseman play in defense of anybody.
Yep. In tight. Crawford on deck.
Good pitch. Little cut fastball. Saw a tight zone yesterday. You're seeing a tight zone tonight.
So you think it's going to be like that all year?
No.
Okay. Bell takes low, 2-2.
And just, you know, you run into some crews that are tighter than others. Some crews favor the hitter, some crews favor the pitcher. There you see the shift, and Utley is kind of out behind second base, and it's Forsythe, the third baseman, who's out in right field.
Let's make him run all the way from third.
You got a 38-year-old or 39-year-old second baseman out there, right?
Belt with a swing and a miss.
Well, stream the Giants on the go. That's great news to Giants fans this season. Once again, you can stream every NBC Sports Bay Area Giants broadcast on your desktop or mobile device. Giants games streamed on the go on the NBC Sports app.
Here's Crawford. Crawford went 1 for 4 last night.
He had some good at-bats.
He did. He's got 4 hits and 9 at-bats against Wood. 2 doubles. Check that, 1 double and 2 home runs. And he takes a strike.
That was a perfect pitch. Oh, that's Mr. Beat LA. I think that man has a very good attitude. Brought his glove. Gamer.
Just a bit outside. It's 1 ball and 1 strike.
He's asking the Dodger fan, did you bring your glove?
Yeah, you know, it's not a great way to make friends if you wear that here. A little low to Crawford.
Well, a Dodger fan and a Giant fan sit together in a baseball game. You know what they talk about? Who's better, Bumgarner or Kershaw? Baseball fans.
I don't know.
There's Clayton Kershaw. First loss ever in 8 starts on opening day yesterday. Had a lifetime ERA in the previous 7 starts of 0.99. And that's his line. It's not a bad line. You're going to win a lot of games going out there and giving your team that effort. 7 strikeouts.
Crawford takes a 3-1 strike. It's a full count with Johnny Cueto on deck.
Well, Alex Wood knows the history you talked about. That's why he didn't give in to him on a 3-1 count. Generous strike.
Crawford out swinging. Well, kids are taking over. Join us Wednesday, April 4th. It's kids opening day. 4:15 start. We're going to get to meet Lucille and an opportunity to run the bases on the field. sfgiants.com for tickets. Here's Cueto. Johnny Cueto. This one backing out of play.
Well, he's got his own style on the mound, and you can say the same thing about his approach in the batter's box. It's unique.
Looked like he brought some duct tape for his handle.
Yeah.
Strike. It's 0-2.
But when he has his great at bats is when there's somebody on base or in scoring position, and he'll always seem to put the ball in play.
Taps this one to Utley, and that'll end the inning. So 9 up, 9 down for Alex Wood. Cueto's going to try to duplicate that. It's 0-0. Block yesterday. He got the win He went 5 innings, 3 hits, no runs, 3 walks, 3 strikeouts, 81 pitches. So he asked for his coaches, well, did you take him out because the other teams are doing the 5 inning and the bullpen? And he went, no. He said he was not supposed to be one of our starters, and we just didn't think that he had pitched enough innings to go further in spring training.
Well, he got to the 81 pitch level. This is his career numbers against the Dodgers, outstanding. 3-2 with an ERA that under 2. Really pitched well. And I think he's going to have a solid season. I don't see him coming out of the rotation.
So here's Utley. Utley had an at bat last night as a pinch hitter and lined a single into center field. And he takes in tight for a ball. He's had more at bats against Cueto lifetime than anybody in this Dodger lineup. 48 with 3 lifetime home runs.
And a lifetime .313 batting average.
2 balls and no strikes.
Utley hit .236 last year, but it seemed like against the Giants it was more like .438.
Utley will pop it up, and it'll be Longoria who's going to put it away.
I mean, that out right there, I think really was recorded because of the quick motion. He really got that fastball on top of Utley, and he wasn't ready for it. And that had everything to do with him changing the rhythm of his motion.
Here's Forsythe.
Just an abbreviated short step, quick. And he just jammed him. 89-mile-an-hour fastball.
Forsythe takes a strike. 0 for 4 last night. 2 for 6 in his career against Johnny Cueto. Center field. Jackson now comes in and he makes the catch right around his kneecap for out number 2. There's the smile, like, yeah, I'm going to act like I had it all the way.
Well, it's a different ballpark today than it was yesterday. And it really affects balls that aren't hit that well. You're just not getting the same type of carry. He expected more fly ball than he got. But it's nice to have a little speed to make up for a first step that wasn't a good one.
Here's Alex Wood. Wood takes a pitch high. It's 2-0. Austin Jackson. It'll take Giants players very long to enjoy Austin Jackson. Swing and a foul into the glove of Posey. 2-2.
Good seam movement. But you watch Austin Jackson, and he just does a lot of things that you would expect from a veteran. I mean, he's a good pro. The way he goes about his day, the way he prepares for a game.
Got him, and that'll end the inning. First strikeout for Cueto. So both pitchers go 9 up, 9 down. Top of the order coming up. 0-0.
Smart Play is brought to you by your Northern California Ford dealers. Yesterday, the Giants bullpen, stellar, inherited a 1-0 lead, and they went 4 shutout innings. Osich, Guerin, Watson, Strickland, 4 innings pitched, 3 hits allowed, 2 walks, 7 strikeouts. They were brilliant. And that's our Smart Play brought to you by your Northern California Ford dealers.
All right, let's go. Close the gate.
Number 60, Austin Jackson.
There we go.
So Aaron just came up with a great stat. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
So tonight is the second time in the history of these two teams playing each other. It's 45 years. Well, in the last 45 years. Second time that the first 18 batters have been retired.
So we're seeing history here today.
The other was in 2012, Vogelsong Kershaw here in Los Angeles. Giants won that game 22-0.
Oh,
No.
so in the last 40,
That I made up.
40 years, it's only happened twice.
Right.
Okay, I'm with you now.
And it was the last day of the season. How about that?
I must have had the team party the night before.
That's exactly right. On the ground, and that's a fair ball. And Forsythe is going to airmail it high, and Jackson is aboard. So, what does he get on that?
12, Joe Penn.
It's going to be an error. They ruled it quick. Error on Logan Forsythe. Kind of took him to the right. I wonder if the bag was a distraction for him. Maybe he upset the rhythm of the play. Because Forsythe normally a pretty accurate arm. Throws high. So, I mean, it's not like we can say it's the first time tonight that Alex Wood's going to be in the stretch, because he's been in the stretch all night.
That's true. Good point.
And he does have a good move to first base. Sneaky.
Here's Panic, who bunts it third base side. And Forsythe is going to make the throw, and Jackson goes down to second. Now, McCutcheon hit a ball well in the first inning, but it was Yasiel Puig who did a nice job.
But it gives you an idea of the strength in the hands of McCutcheon. I mean, he was thinking away the whole at bat, and he backspin that outside the knee-high location. Puig really plays a Gold Glove caliber right field. He's a fantastic defensive player.
So Jackson now at first, or make that at second in scoring position. And here's McCutcheon with Buster Posey on deck. And it's just wide. 1 ball and no strikes.
Staying away. Interesting, they play McCutcheon to pull in the infield. And just a shade to the right side of the field in the outfield. I don't think McCutcheon agree with that.
Well, I thought the first one may have been better.
I agree with you.
So it's a ball and a strike. Utley playing right behind the bag at second, which is going to keep Jackson fairly close. Out of play, 1 and 2. Xfinity X1 customers say, show me the San Francisco Giants into your X1 voice remote and get live stats on your TV. Change the way you experience TV with Xfinity X1. 1 and 2. High and foul and a souvenir.
All spring long, we watched McCutcheon go to right field. They'd open up the infield for him on the right side, and he'd punch a hole right through it. Hey, we got a man making a play.
Yeah. All right, now sit down.
I don't know. I kind of like him standing up there taking that extra bow. He is surrounded in a sea of blue. Gamer.
Probably came up to the ballpark without a ticket. The guy said, well, we got one ticket. 1-2 to McCutcheon. And a little pop-up down the right field line. Puig is going to give chase. And he will bounce up against that sidewall. He does think that he can get everything.
Watch where they're working McCutcheon. Away, 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 away.
And they come in and he goes around. So McCutcheon strikes out.
Well, don't miss Giants Outsiders. Giants coverage is not over after the postgame show. The McCovey Chronicles, Grant Brisbee and Therese Vignal bring you a fresh take on the game and the season. And they do it on Giants Outsiders tonight after postgame live.
Buster Posey on a 3-0 pitch popped out in the second inning. So Jackson at second with 2 outs. And Posey takes low. We found out that it's a little chillier tonight than last night. I know that we left the park right around this time last night, but it cooled off today.
59 degrees right now. A lot of fog this morning coming into the Southland. With an open base here and 2 outs, I don't expect Posey to see a whole lot. And I say that only because Longoria has struggled the last 3 or 4 games with a swing. Posey had been red hot the whole month of March.
And a strike. Right at the bottom of that strike zone, it's 2-1.
He's got height on his strike zone. You'll see low strikes, you'll see belt high strikes. You just don't see big corners normally for Jim Reynolds, the plate umpire. Hitter's umpire.
Okay. So here's a visit.
That's part of the new rule. Teams get 6 mound visits. Go the extra innings. They get an extra one for every inning in the extra innings. But Dave Roberts now has 5 mound visits left.
And they do have it on the scoreboard. They just changed it to 5.
Yeah, that's part of the rule. You have to show that. If you go out and take a pitcher out of the game, that doesn't count as a mound visit.
Or if you use a pinch hitter, you can go out.
But you have to be back as a catcher in your catching position before the hitter gets in the batter's box.
So you see catcher and hitter running to the box at the same time.
I know it.
On the ground to short. Seager has it. And that's going to end the inning. Bottom of the 4th coming up.
written consent of the San Francisco Giants Baseball Club, LLC.
Well, the Giants take on the Dodgers for the first weekend of the 60th anniversary home schedule. It starts off with a bang with a fireworks night on Friday, April 6th, presented by Altec Lansing. And on Saturday the 7th, the first 35,000 fans will receive a 60th anniversary Willie Mays bobblehead presented by AT&T. And on Sunday, the first 20,000 fans receive a Giants-Dodgers rivalry pin presented by Bank of America. You need tickets? Go to sfgiants.com. Oh, yeah.
Here's the top of the order, Chris Taylor. And Taylor hits a foul down the right field line and out of play. Taylor popped out to Brendan Belt to open up the bottom of the first. Same spot, 0-2.
And I don't think that's the spot he wanted to lay that slider out there. It had some hang time on it. The target that Posey set was on the outside corner, but it was knee high. He wanted that pitch down.
And that one is down. It's 1-2. 2-2.
Good pitch. That's an outstanding pitch. That started off in the strike zone, and then the two-seam movement just tore it right off the plate in. Come back that side of the plate with a fastball cut. You throw a breaking ball in the inside corner.
Jackson coming in, and he'll make the catch.
And that's exactly what he did. He threw a little front door slider. It's a dangerous pitch, but with the command that Cueto has, he doesn't make mistakes usually with that slider out over the plate. He set that pitch up with the 1-2 fastball moving in on him. Now here's the cutter that has movement going away, and he jams him. Just nice movement in the same location.
Here's Seager. Seager with a healthy rip.
He likes that first pitch. He wants to hit.
Yasiel Puig to follow. One and two.
Fastball changeup, fastball changeup, two-seam movement, four-seam movement, inside, outside, down around the knees, elevated above the belt.
Hit the ball well his first at bat, but he lined out right to McCutcheon.
Now, he was down the count. He worked the count full. He got one fastball, and it was up in the zone, and he jumped on it. And I think that impressed Cueto. I think if you're going to see a fastball, it's going to be down or it's going to be off the plate away.
And it was away. It's 3-2. It's Crawford or Jackson. It's going to be Jackson who makes the catch. Crawford peeled off at the very end.
Number 66, Yasiel Puig.
So here's Puig. Puig hit a fly ball to right field. Takes a healthy rip, and it's 0-1. You might like to have that one back.
But even though you're looking at 92, and it's a challenge location, it's right over the middle of the strike zone, he got on him quick with a quick delivery.
Do you think you might have liked to try it?
No.
No.
I did try it. It was not happening. That's why I marvel at his athleticism, because when he does all those different windups, it can oftentimes affect your release point. But he has no problem getting it out front consistently to command the strike zone with it. I mean, most guys just struggle to be consistent to find a repeatable motion, but he just is not affected by it at all. See that release point right out in front of his stride step. Juan Marichal, Luis Tiant, just amazing body control and just very strong lower body. All those guys.
On the ground to Belt. And Belt will go to the bag, and that'll end the inning. All right, no hits in this game, and Longoria is going to lead things off.
A tie for 4 tweets.
Is brought to you by Skills. Go to skills.com on your phone. Download and win now.
Fifth inning, 0-0. Here's Longoria, Pence, and Belt facing Alex Wood. And the pitch to Longoria is a strike at the knees and on the outside corner.
Think about Alex Wood. He's really made some quality first pitch strikes. I'm talking knee high on the corner, both sides of the plate.
Out of play. And Longoria once again finds himself in a count that's 0-2.
Two perfect pitches to start this at bat.
Foul back.
They wanted that pitch inside. Wood let that out over the plate, and Longoria just missed it. I think he was thinking back foot slider on that pitch. See the location, and this thing goes completely on the other side of the plate. Got away with one.
And it's high, 1-2.
I like that angle from behind home plate because you can really see how long it takes for Alex Wood to show you the ball. As you mentioned, he collapses that backside, and it really is deceptive. Shows you the ball very late, and it gets on you.
On the ground, in Forsythe will cut it off.
Alex Wood, sneaky quick.
7 ground balls. And here's Hunter Pence. So Pence will step up to the plate. He's 0 for 1. And it's low. Brandon Belt is on deck. Swing and a foul. It's a ball and a strike.
Never ever gives into the fastball count. Behind the count 1-0, not a problem. He'll throw you a changeup and a good one, and I'll put it in a perfect location. When he throws the fastball, it seems he will throw it above the strike zone. And that's been one of the few times we've seen him take that fastball and go into the strike zone with it. But once you've seen 2 off-speed pitches, and you kind of get put to sleep, a guy zips an 89-mile-an-hour fastball by you, and you could be late on it.
On the ground again to third. Forsythe kicks it around, recovers and throws, and they're going to say he got him. I don't think so.
No chance. It's Mike DeMuro, the first base umpire, and Hunter Pence is not going to leave the base. He knows he's safe. I'm putting E5 down in my book.
We have a connection.
Well, Forsythe comes in on it and just has a sloppy exchange. And Hunter Pence, well, from that angle there, no, he's safe. Replay review is presented by Xfinity. That'll be a 2-error game for Forsythe. So you're an next infielder. You make an error, it's a rough day. When you make 2 in a game, what's that like?
Well, I'm going to make 5 more. I'm going to walk out of here with more errors made by any infielder in the history of the game. And what's going to happen is the ball now will find you.
I like the replay. That was quick.
Yeah, all they did is they looked at the scoreboard. They didn't even call New York.
I guess how they should run it. Hunter Pence. Oh yeah, easy call.
So here's Belt. So now you got a couple of lefties coming up. So hey, they made the call very quick. It didn't seem like it slowed the game down at all.
No, it didn't feel that way.
Belt with a swing and a miss. It's no balls and 1 strike.
Well, if they're overshifting like they are, and you're not seeing a guy, it's not a bad time to bunt.
Well, push one really hard down the third baseline.
Yeah.
Pitch down low. The problem is eventually, if you do a lot of things right, Cueto's going to hit.
Well, the Giants would love to get him up the center.
Yeah. It may be that Brandon Belt is just not picking up Alex Wood.
Well, he's having a word with himself right now. What you're hoping for if your Belt is just a mistake up.
Or if you've got the nerve, now you lay down a bunt.
With 2 strikes?
Well, Seager's way back now. You could.
It is the ultimate concession that you can't hit a guy.
Instead, he lifts it in the air to left for Kemp. Well, Wednesday the 4th is Stanford University night, presented by AT&T. You get a ticket, you get a Stanford co-branded beanie, and you go to sfgiants.com/special events. Here's Crawford. Dave will be there.
Dave's going to get 20 of them.
He's already got a box of the Stanford beanies.
Dave, a Cardinal.
Yeah, he was on assignment yesterday. Crawford takes low. He'll be on assignment on Sunday. He is now the traveling man.
He is traveling Dave Fleming. He leads the league in frequent miles.
We went back last night, hotel, and watched him. He was doing the nationally televised game. He was in Seattle. And we may be biased, but he does a great job.
Yes, he does. Good partner.
1 ball and no strikes to Brandon Crawford with Pence at first. Ball and 1 strike. You will not, and Mike said it before, you can get into that 1-0, 2-0, 3-1, and you think you're going to see a fastball. We'll think again. They got a game going on in Arizona where that game they can't get people out. This game they can't get people on base. It's 7-7 in the 4th inning in Arizona between the D-backs and Rockies. Here, the only 2 base runners in this game have come on in error by Forsythe in the 4th and another error by Forsythe here in the 5th. Crawford slowly hit. Seager, no play. And there's the first hit.
Crushed it. And that's the way it's going to look at the box score tomorrow. Now watch Wood. He falls off to the third base side, so he's got a little exposure to his backside, and he can't get back. And it was just going to be a tough play, and then all of a sudden Pence enters into the equation. And with the speed of Crawford, legs it out, gets himself a knock. So the Giants do indeed get Johnny Cueto out. And
so excited about this.
Another mound visit.
Another mound visit.
I don't even know what that means yet.
I don't even know. Cueto rolled out to Utley in the 3rd. 1 ball and no strikes.
Dodgers really bring the outfield in. As you mentioned, a very good arm in center with Chris Taylor, and probably the best arm in the league in right field with Puig. Kemp in left has an average arm now. Good swing. You see his best at bats when the runners are on and in scoring position.
So Wood taking his time. Cueto.
See the leads that they have, 15, 14 foot.
On the ground, Utley again. And that's going to end the inning. Giants strand a pair, and it'll be Bellinger to lead things off.
Augusta Green Jackets, the A-ball team, will open up against the Columbia Fireflies, the Mets A-ball team. Then the San Jose Giants in high A for the Giants will take on Inland Empire 66ers. That's the Angels A-ball club. The Richmond Flying Squirrels, the Double-A team for the Giants, will take on the Trenton Thunder. That's the Yankees Double-A affiliate. And the Sacramento River Cats will travel to Tacoma to take on the Rainiers. That is the Mariners AAA club. And that's your Subaru presents Down on the Farm.
Really good job.
And we wish them all well.
Yeah.
It's great to hear the comments of the Giants who closed out their Cactus League schedule in Arizona. They played against the Sacramento River Cats.
They were impressed.
They all had a chance to see that stadium for the first time, and they all loved it.
Here's Bellinger. Bellinger takes a called strike. He rolled out to Longoria, who was playing at the second base position. Last time the Giants retired the first 12 Dodgers was April 16th of 2016, and it was Johnny Cueto. The 2-1 to Bellinger. 3-1.
Well, this is when Bellinger comes out of his shoes when he has the 3-1 advantage.
Popped it up. It'll come down, and it'll be Crawford who makes the catch. Crawford and Panic are just messing with us.
Well, I don't think Bruce Bochy appreciated it either. There for a second, I didn't know if there was going to be a communication mishap between the two of them. It looked to me like all of a sudden it's going to be an I got it, you take it.
Yeah, they both looked at each other.
One out.
Just kidding. It's a ball to Grandal. Grandal hit a line drive, almost carried over the head of Hunter Pence. So he's had the best at bat against Johnny Cueto.
Oh yeah, you can laugh about it now.
It's a good thing they took a peek at each other when they did, because that ball was getting close to the earth. Rolled foul, 2-1. Grandal's limping around, so that must have hit him on the foot, and that's going to send out trainer, manager, security people.
See where he got him. Like on the top of the foot. You know, if there was ever a question back in the day when you'd have your shoes polished every day, and guys for the most part had black shoes, if you hit a ball off your foot, it would leave a mark. But when you have white shoes, there will be no mark on that ball. But we have replay.
Yeah, you'll have a bruise.
He's a catcher. They handle pain better than anybody.
Swinging a foul back, a healthy rip. It's 2-2.
Oh, yeah, he was on that.
Got him on a pitch in the dirt.
Yeah, he had that 2-1 little cutter that hung out over the middle of the plate that he missed. Cueto comes back with a changeup, gets his second strikeout. Winds up being a rough at bat. Take a look at the payoff pitch. Gets him out on his front foot, reaching. Grabs some pine meat.
Here's Kemp. Kemp who hit a high bouncer to Cueto to end the second. And that's one foul, jam shot, and it's no balls and one strike. There's Tommy.
90 years old.
Hall of Famer.
Yesterday part of the pregame ceremonies.
Sounded like a broken bat, and that'll end the inning. Top of the order coming up for the Giants. Here in Chavez Ravine, it's 0-0. We're in Mike Krukow from Dodger Stadium. We're right here in Los Angeles. No score. It'll be Jackson to lead things off. Jackson, Panik, and McCutchen. Alex Wood has been good. Johnny Cueto has been good. And here's the pitch to Jackson, and he takes a strike.
Really has mixed his first pitches up beautifully.
Jackson takes a pretty good rip, and he fouls it back. It's 0-2.
Yeah, he's got to be happy with that swing, the balance he had through it. He had a nice spring. One thing we were impressed with Jackson is he's a good middle in hitter.
Down low, 1-2. Jackson reached on the first of Forsythe. There's 2 errors tonight. He did that to open up the 4th. Got him.
Backdoored him with a slider. Jackson thought it was up. Well, join T-Mobile and score free MLB.tv all season long. Sign up now through April 2nd at T-Mobile.com/MLB.
Joe Panik is 0 for 1 with a sacrifice bunt. Panik hits a high fly ball to left. Again.
Take a look at the backdoor breaking ball that Jackson thought was up. If you look at the SoFi pitch cast, it did indeed catch part of the strike zone.
Here's McCutcheon. He's hit a ball deep to right that was tracked down by Puig, and then he struck out in the 4th. And he takes a strike. 73 pitches.
He has been in total command of his stuff, especially early in the count to get on top of the Giants hitters.
And it's Seager under his glove. And McCutcheon's aboard. That's the 3rd error for the Dodgers.
Well, Alex Wood pitched through a leadoff error in the 4th, a 1-out error in the 5th, and here he's being asked to pitch through a 2-out error. And you know the old saying you've always talked about, there's nothing routine about a routine ground ball.
Yeah, that one just stayed down on Seager.
That backed it up.
Here's Buster Posey. He's 0 for 2. And he skies one to right. It's in the park to Yasiel Puig, and that's going to end the inning. Utley's going to lead things off. It's 0-0. 6 o'clock. Pregame live is going to start at 5 p.m. in NBC Sports Bay Area. Also streaming live on NBC Sports app. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and NBCSportsBayArea.com. So here's Cueto to face Utley. Utley got ahead of the count, and then on a 3-1 pitch, popped out in his only other at bat, and that was the third. Here he fouls it out of play. Pitch number 70 coming up. And it's at the knees.
Well placed, 92-mile-an-hour two-seamer. I mean, both pitchers are putting on a clinic to the command of the strike zone. Very impressive, especially this early in the season.
And a little low, 1-2. Back 93, so he can add a little when he wants.
Well, that's what we normally saw him do 2 years ago. He would add at times, he'd go 95, 96 miles per hour, but it would always be in a 2-strike count. Put you to sleep at 90, 91, and all of a sudden, zip, shoot a 2-strike fastball right by you with a couple extra feet on it.
I think he did it again to Utley. It's Buster Posey who's going to make the catch.
Jam sandwich.
And he quick pitched him.
And that's what set it up. Just a quick pitch. And it wound up being absolutely perfect. They set the target on the outside part of the plate, so it wound up being a pretty good mistake. But the quick pitch upset the timing.
Here's Forsythe. And a strike.
Well, you know what Forsythe's thinking. He's made 2 errors.
Yeah, I need to hit one out of the park.
That's what he's thinking.
Cueto rubbing up the baseball. He's got 75 pitches. And a strike on the outside corner, 1-2.
Just carved that turkey.
Cueto's retired 16 straight. The last Giant to retire the first 15 Dodgers was John Burkett. He did that in 1993. Remember John Burkett?
Yes, I do.
He was good. Two and two. Burkett and Swift. How good were they?
1993, they were a great 1-2 punch.
Full count.
94 miles per hour. Again, at the 2-strike count. That's what the Giants want to see.
All back. He went right at him. Got him.
Stayed with the fastball 3 in a row. 94, 91, 92. And that has Forsythe shaking his head going back to the Dodger dugout. Third strikeout for Johnny Cueto. Second swing and miss, strike 3. Let's take a look at the payout pitch. He's just late. And this is a good fastball hitter. Just not timed to that front foot. He can't get his front foot down.
Here's Wood, who takes a strike. You do have to be careful with Wood because he can hit. Two and one. Bottom of the 6th inning. Nope, 3 and 1. Cueto hasn't been in the stretch yet, so you figure this is going to be a strike. Three and 2.
Wood taking all the way.
Got him. And that'll end the inning. 7th inning coming up. So, in a game like this, it's got to be about the pitchers, right? What do you think?
All about the pitchers. Johnny Cueto, perfect through 6. Alex Wood, 1 hit. Been in the stretch a little more because of 3 errors made by his defense, but these boys have been putting on a clinic tonight.
Crawford has the only hit in this game, and that was an infield hit. So here's Longoria, who's bounced out to 3rd twice. And he rolls another one to 3rd, and this is going to just skip foul. Now, Alex Wood was unhappy with this pitch.
Well, he's been getting that pitch all night long. I mean, I don't understand why he's doing this. I think when he sees the replay of this, he's going to realize that Jim Reynolds got it right. Grab some pine meat.
So Longoria, who had to hustle down the line, now comes back and he gets back in the box. It's 0-2. And another ground ball to third. 1 out. Here's Hunter Pence. Might be a big fly that's going to determine this game.
You know, just there haven't been that many mistakes. I mean, there are a few, but not many. I mean, these guys have really mixed speed with movement and have been so pinpoint precise to their location.
Pence takes the first pitch low. Center field. Right at Taylor.
Played perfectly.
And here's Belt.
First baseman Brandon Belt.
Belt is struck out and he's hit a fly ball to left. Two outs, nobody on. And it's wide, 1-0. Fireworks tonight.
Fireworks Friday here in Los Angeles.
Swing. And in a minute.
A lot of swing throughs tonight for Brandon Belt against Wood. And when you have that many swing throughs, I mean, you really do have a deep discussion with yourself. 5 times he's swung and 5 times he's missed.
We'll see what Alex Wood does. He's ahead of the count 1-2 to Brandon Belt. Overshift is on again for Belt. And that'll end the inning. 5 strikeouts for Alex Wood. And he gets Belt for the second time. Top of the order coming up.
Brought to you by Southwest. Yes to low fares with nothing to hide. That's transparency. By Heffernan Insurance Brokers. Insurance and financial services for you and your business. Visit hefins.com. And by Xfinity. X1 will change the way you experience TV.
Here in Los Angeles, it's a good ball game. It's 0-0 as we go to the Dodgers half of the 7th. And Chris Taylor's going to lead things off. Cueto is not allowed a base runner. None. And it's high. 1 ball and no strikes.
Could have gone either way. Every pitch sets up the next pitch. Has had an outstanding rhythm all night from a variety of motions.
Two balls and 1 strike.
Does not give in to him in that 2-0 count either. He knows this Dodger lineup has got home run potential with everybody he's facing. And he's just not going to give into it with a here hit me fastball.
And a little jam shot. And that's the first hit of the game.
Well, still a good pitch. 2-1 count. He went in on his hands with 2-seam movements. So credit Taylor for fighting one off. And now they have a leadoff hitter on for the first time. And now they have a base stealer on for the first time. And for the first time tonight, Cueto's going to throw out of the stretch.
So here's Seager. Seager is lined out to right, and he's popped out to center. He takes high, 1 ball and no strikes. Yasiel Puig to follow. Double play ball to Panic to Crawford to Belt. And a double play.
Just like that.
Right fielder, number 66, Yasiel Puig.
The way you draw it up. Nice flip, toe tap from Crawford, and guns him across the diamond. Well, at least from second to first.
So here's Puig. Puig is 0 for 2. And he pops it up, and that'll be a souvenir, and it's 0-1.
Puig's been aggressive on that first pitch. These last 2 at-bats against Cueto.
Tight, moves him back. A ball and a strike.
2 pitches out of the stretch. He's right back in the windup with 2 outs. The beauty of a double play.
Puig now asks for time. Two and two.
I mean, he's had to make a pitch tonight, and he's throwing some really great changeups that we've seen. And I could go back into last year. I mean, I don't know if he's had that at any time last year, the type of stuff he's had tonight.
To left. Pence with room. Side retired. We'll head to the 8th. It's 0-0.
Number 1 Giants app. You can customize your experience to catch every moment this season. Download MLB At Bat today.
Crawford's going to lead things off. Crawford had an infield hit in the 5th. And he takes inside for a ball. Kelvin Tomlinson is on deck. There's a strike. It's 1 ball and 1 strike.
Tony Watson, the left-hander, is getting heated up in the Giants bullpen.
Giants score here. It's the only way Cueto can get a decision.
He was brilliant tonight. Giants have to be very excited with what they've seen. I mean, he's been an ace his whole life. Last year, 8-8 with a 4.7 ERA or something like that. Tonight, he looked like the Cueto we saw that won 18 games his first year as a Giant. He was spectacular. Both pitchers have been spectacular.
Crawford on the ground sharply to Seager, who makes the play.
Well, after the inning was over, Cueto came in and Bruce Bochy said, "That'll be it. Job well done." And then everybody follows with handshakes, pats on the back, and Apwas. That's an athletic pat with a squeeze.
So here's Tomlinson. Tomlinson's first at bat of the year. And he slices it foul and out of play.
I guarantee what's being said in the Giants dugout right now. What's being said is regular players are going up and down that dugout saying, "Let's get this guy a run.
Get him a run." And right at Bellinger, 2 down.
Fielder number 16, Austin Jackson.
Jackson 0 for 3. Reached on an error in the fourth. High to left. Kemp back. Kemp at the wall, and he makes the catch. Jackson was going for it, and why not? 0-0. Joe McCovey Chronicles Grant Brisbee and Therese Vignal. They're going to take the game, talk about the game and the season on Giants Outsiders tonight after Giants post-game live. And it's time for a change. Think Speedy. Oil change and auto service. Your trusted oil change tune-up and repair experts.
Tony Watson, the veteran left-hander, come in just about a little shy of 7 years at the big league level. 32 years of age, 6'3", 220-pounder. So he did last year with the Pirates and the Dodgers. That outstanding season, and especially in the postseason. You see a fastball that can go anywhere from 88 to 92 miles per hour, more 88s than 92s, but he does have reach-back velocity from below three-quarter and a lazy arm delivery. Big curveball and a changeup, and he'll throw anything at any time.
And he's facing Cody Bellinger. And a strike on the outside corner. Watson struck out Bellinger in the game yesterday. Fouls it. 0-2.
Like he may have been sitting inside. He really cleared that front step. Looked like he opened up. And that's what Posey wanted. He wanted fastball in.
Down and away, 1-2. Grandal is on deck. And then Kemp.
Same type of relaxed delivery of Javier Lopez. Higher angle. It's a little bit higher. Javier was sidearm, a little lower than sidearm at times. Tony Watson from a low three-quarter, but still just their rhythm very similar. Not an easy at bat if you're hitting from the left side.
Is it going to get to the seats? It will. Stays at 2-2. Two balls, two strikes. Got him. So Watson gets Bellinger again. And here's Grandal.
So it's early in the spring, and Watson has recorded 4 outs, but they're all by way of the strikeout. Why is that an odd thing? Because he didn't have a strikeout the whole spring in spring training.
He's our kind of guy. You save him.
I'm impressed.
Grandal takes a high strike. And another one. He's got power, so you got to be careful with it.
Man, there's the 92-mile-an-hour velocity on the fastball we're talking about.
Got him.
With the breaking ball. Same strikeout.
I tell you
pitch.
what, he's on pace, Mike.
That's 5 outs recorded, all by way of the strikeout this year.
Number 27, Matt.
Oh, I love this game.
This is Matt Kemp. Now, Kemp's going to do what Jackson tried to do. With 2 outs, he's going to try to hit 1 out.
Yeah, you're right.
Just off the plate.
Tie ball games become home run derby games. Guys go up there with that in mind, especially if you're the home team.
Roll to Crawford. And Crawford guns it to Belt, and that'll end the inning. So Watson does a nice job. And we will head to the 9th.
Dodgers is 6 p.m. start time. Hour-long pregame show starting at 5. You'll see it right here on NBC Sports Bay Area. Game 3 of the series. Also streaming live on the NBC Sports app. You can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and NBCSportsBayArea.com.
It's a 0-0 ball game. Each team with a hit. And it's time for a change thing speedy. Oil change and auto service. Your trusted oil change tune-up and repair experts.
So Kenley Jansen, the closer of the Dodgers, coming in for the first time this year. 109 strikeouts against 7 walks in 68 1/3. Is that dominance? Yes, it is. And how does he do it? With a cutter.
Well, here's my take on it. Giants are really happy to see somebody other than Wood.
Yeah, well, you might be right. But Jansen might be the exception. In his 8th year at the big league level, big guy, 6'5", 275. And his cutter will go anywhere from, right around 90, 92. He can also throw mid-90s with a straight fastball, and he's also got a slider and a changeup.
Panic hits a high drive to right. Puig is back on a hair. He's done it again. And it's 1-0 Giants.
Right field, number 22, Andrew McCutcheon.
How about that?
That's unbelievable.
Well, it got quiet here.
In 68 1/3 last year, Jansen gave up 5 homers. He's just not a guy that gives them up very often. And for the second day in a row, a Joe Panic solo shot has given the Giants a 1-0 lead.
Here's McCutcheon, who takes down low.
Wow. Austin Jackson was going over to Joe Panic saying, I want some of that.
McCutcheon takes a call strike.
Take a look at the lazy cutter. I mean, that's just a hanger. I mean, that's right there, middle in, just above the knee.
McCutcheon tomahawks it foul.
Right-handed hitters talk about when you're hitting Jansen, he's so difficult to try and pull. You've got to think the opposite side of the field. And we've seen McCutcheon approach that side of the field in the batter's box all spring.
Down low, no swing. Dodgers are happy about that. It's 2-2.
That would have been a wild pitch. Let's take a look at the compact, no stride, just a little bit of a toe roll, and then unload. Quick, short, and on a night where it's not carrying anywhere near like we saw the ball carry yesterday, Panic hits one deep.
Sharply to third. Forsythe's going to have to hurry, and he throws it away.
And he can't believe it. That's 3 errors.
Yeah, that one came up on him, but he still had time to make a good throw to throw him out.
Ball hit right on the nose, and there's the ball coming up on him you're talking about. Still had plenty of time, hurried the throw, and Bellinger could not help him out as that ball stayed down.
Buster Posey.
So here's Buster. Buster tonight is 0 for 3. So he's 0 for 5 to start out the season. He does hit Kenley Jansen pretty good. High fly ball in the park to left. Kemp over and under, and he makes the catch. Buster might want that one back. Here's Longoria.
Third baseman number 10, Evan Longoria.
Well, here's the Panic home run. Boy, you knew just from the sound. Exit velocity 99.9 miles per hour.
Here's Longoria. Longoria is bounced out to Forsythe 3 times. McCutcheon's thinking about going, and you know what Bruce Bochy's thinking. Look, Longoria's hit 3 ground balls. If he hits another one, it could be a double play. So maybe he's thinking about sending McCutcheon.
Longoria has never faced Jansen.
McCutcheon's not the base stealer that he once was, but he can still run.
You know, and you think, looking at the size of Jansen, that he'd be slow out of the stretch. As I mentioned, 6'5", 275, but he's not. He's pretty quick. And Yasmani Grandal has a cannon for an arm. One of the strongest in the National League West.
Swing. You're going to miss. 1 ball and 1 strike.
I didn't think I'd ever say this, but Kenley Jansen's hanging some stuff tonight. That is not the normal quickness and slide that we see, or even the velocity on that cutter.
Strickland.
Jansen, originally a catcher, was actually on the WBC Netherlands team as a catcher. Made the transition to the mound, and he has been brilliant.
So Longoria steps out for a moment or two, and now back in the box. McCutcheon with his lead. Popped him up. And it'll be Grandal. 2 down. So here's Hunter Pence. The 9th inning for the Dodgers. It'll be Utley, Forsythe, and then a pinch hitter.
And probably Jock Peterson.
So here's Pence. It's a bit high, 1-0. Oh for 3 tonight for Hunter Pence. Oh, and McCutcheon was leaning, and he just got back.
Close. Dodgers are going to look at this. There's the lean you're talking about.
No, he's out.
I think they got him. I mean, it was a high throw. And he's out.
Yep. And they're going to look at it. So they saw what we saw. So this replay review is presented by Xfinity. So the Dodgers aren't waiting for New York. They're just going to leave the field.
Well, one thing we've been told,
the umpires are saying you can't do that. Utley's already at the bat rack.
One thing they have done back in New York, they have assured the umpires back there who are reviewing this that they get the ultra slow motion quicker now than they've ever gotten it.
Yeah, so McCutcheon's out.
The runner is out at first base.
Well, the good news is Joe Panik with his second home run of the year. It gives the Giants a 1-0 lead, and it's bye-bye, baby. Here we go. Bottom of the ninth coming up. Giants on the Panik home run, and the new pitcher is Hunter Strickland. When it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Auto Service, your trusted oil change, tune-up, and repair experts.
Take a look at what Hunter Strickland did last year. Had 3 save opportunities, converted one of them. 2.64 ERA and 61 in the third innings. Fastball slider split. It is a different slider than we have seen him have in previous years. He's throwing with a lot of confidence right now.
So here's Utley. And a first pitch strike, and it's 0-1. Utley has popped out twice to Longoria. Outside and low.
And that's the split. That's the pitch that they've been hoping that he brings into his repertoire this year with consistency and confidence. You've seen 3 pitches in this at bat, Utley has, and they've all been different pitches.
Two and two.
Good placement with the slider below the zone. I can't remember Strickland throwing 4 pitches ever where there's only been one fastball in the 4 pitches. The league knows them. They sit on that fastball.
Got him.
Little cut, tucked in 95-mile-an-hour fastball, and you couldn't run up there and put it in a better spot.
Third baseman, number 11.
And Utley never swings the bat. Now that is perfection at 95.
Here's Forsythe. Forsythe is lined out to center, and he's struck out. And a strike, and it's 1-1. One and two.
Still sitting fastball. And that's the beauty of a reputation. Once you're established in this game and you're so dominant to one pitch, guys are going to go up there and they're not going to look for anything else, especially when you can throw 95 plus.
Foul back.
Basically set that fastball up with 3 breaking balls.
One and two. Two balls, 2 strikes.
Trying to cut him at 96. Strickland controlling the rhythm. Not in a hurry.
Out of play.
Forsythe, a 3-air night on the field. And we said it before earlier, you know what he's trying to do.
Yeah, he's trying to have a Bob Brenly moment. And a full count. Three and two. And he rolls it foul.
3-2 slider.
Joe Panik hits a home run in the top of this inning. And it's the only run in the game. It's 3-2 to Forsythe. Got him. 2 down.
Front door slider. And Forsythe freezes up. It's so nice to see Strickland with the confidence to go to any pitch in any situation. 3-2s him and just takes out the inside corner. And for the second hit in a row, they're sent packing back to the dugout without getting a swing off in a 2-strike count.
So here's Peterson. Jack Peterson made the final out in the game last night. And he's going to make the final out again, I think. And the Giants win the game 1-0.
Wow.
The only time in the history of baseball to win the first 2 games of the season by a score of 1-0 was in 1943, the Cincinnati Reds. How about that?
Well, Johnny Cueto was brilliant. Tony Watson backed them up with a great inning in relief. And for the second day in a row, Hunter Strickland came in and just shut it down. One hit allowed, no runs. And the Dodgers, as offensive as they have been, have not scored a run in this series. Impressive.
So there's your final